they spent so much money on the offense, guys, Marner, Nylander, Austin Matthews, Tavares, a free agent, but they had to get rid of some of their, decent defensive players like Gardner, he wasn't that good last year, but Hainsey, and they really don't have much back in the blue line. The trade for Barry from Colorado has not worked out, and they're playing horrible, and it's very disappointing for them and for Toronto Maple Leafs, who basically the Maple Leafs are the Red Wings of hockey. They haven't won since '67.
What do you mean they're the Red Wings?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I meant the Lions of hockey.
Okay, I'll say
My bad.
The Red Wings, the Red Wings of hockey.
Yes, I'm not. Yes, the Lions of the yeah.
They're the Rochester Red Wings.
No. I misspoke. I meant the Lions.
Gotcha.
They're just 10 years ahead of the Red Wings, basically. I'm getting the Lions.
I mean, here's the thing. When Babcock went to Toronto, if you remember, and you remember, but fans remember, in his last year in Detroit, his contract was going to be up. Everybody knew that. And the question was, were they going to extend his contract, or did he want to have his contract extended? And it even went into the summer. I remember he and Ken Holland traveled overseas to scout because it didn't end at the end of the season.
Oh, they went to Grand Rapids together first. You remember that?
But it was clear it was going to end, and it was pretty clear he was going to go take the Toronto job. But we spent a fair amount of time speculating as to what his future would be. And
people thought Buffalo, and that's where he was. They thought was going to head.
I remember that.
Oh yeah, and then Toronto came with big money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I remember thinking and saying this because from what I knew about Babcock, he really liked being the head coach of the Detroit Red Wings. He truly liked it here. Mm-hmm. He liked it here for his family. I believe he lived in Plymouth. And people tell me that he was a guy who goes to mass every morning at this one church. I mean, he seemed to really, and he liked being the head coach of the Detroit Red Wings.
He would show up at Children's Hospital unannounced.
Big charity.
Yes.
I mean, Detroit Cristo Rey High School, which is a fantastic school downtown, was heavily involved in that. And so I didn't think it was necessarily a no-brainer that he was going to leave. Now, the Wings were not looking good at the time, and he even made the famous comments after they got eliminated that year by Tampa Bay. Who's the next Datsuk? Who's the next Zetterberg?
Right.
And to this day, we still haven't quite identified who those guys are.
Exactly. So basically, he kind of knew the writing was on the wall at the team, said, I better get out now.
Right.
And, either go for a young rebuilding team, which he did, but they had a lot of draft choices and young players then.
Right.
And it was Toronto.
It was Toronto, and that's exactly what, and I remember a lot of hockey fans would call in and they'd say, you guys are morons, he's going to leave, he's going to take the Leafs job, it's a dream job. And we're like, yeah, but there is a chance of failure there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's there's a chance of failure everywhere, and if he had succeeded there, then that would have been kind of like, Theo Epstein with the Red Sox and the Cubs, or Mark Messier with the Rangers. It would have been like, wow, you overcame the incomparable odds. It would be like, Matt Patricia's going to do here with the Lions.
Yeah. Well, the Babcock detractors say, oh, wow, he won Stanley Cup, went to the finals here. He had Nicholas Lidstrom. Any coach could do that.
Mm-hmm. He did go to Game 7 with the Ducks. Now, granted, he had Korea.
Right.
And that was a huge surprise that year.
People say, well, yeah, but he won gold medals. Well, anybody can win a gold medal with that. So there are detractors. And look, the players, like I said.
Whoa. Anybody didn't.
I know.
So
But I'm saying I
he
said the
did.
detractors.
No, none of the others did. So just.
I don't feel that way. I think he's a really good coach. But the other detractors is he loses the room after a while. Mm-hmm. The players got fed up with the way he was coaching.
Yeah, I mean, Chelios infamously didn't get along with him very well. Mike Commodore, how long did he play for the Red Wings? A week.
Yeah.
He went on Twitter and just blasted Babcock yesterday. Well, no, yesterday.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, the guy just got fired. Give a few minutes for the corpse to cool before you start jumping on. And granted, he probably left with a great deal of money. But look, he is regarded as one of the best coaches in hockey. There's no doubt he will coach again. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of where or when. And
I don't want him back here.
Why?
Because I don't think that the team is ready for that right now.
Ready for what? Learning to play the right way?
No, I don't think he's the guy for this team right now. I think they're so fragile. I don't know, but that's up to Eisman to figure out. I don't want to.
Maybe some eggs need to be broken.
Well, and I know that's what the general manager is going to be doing. I think.
Well, I know. Maybe he needs a coach who can help him do that. I'm not saying Blashill's not doing that too, but
I don't know. I wouldn't want to see him come back here.
But that's illogical. Who's a better coach, Mike Babcock or Jeff Blashill?
Right now, probably Mike Babcock.
What do you mean right now, probably?
Mike Babcock's got a much better record.
If you could hire a hockey coach, would you hire Bill Belichick Belichick or Steve Wilkes? Who would you hire?
Belichick.
Okay, well then I don't understand.
I don't know. For
What's the
some
difference?
I don't like when guys come back to their old job. It hasn't happened that much. Joe Gibbs is the only one I can really think of, right?
Mike Riley.
That's right.
248-539. John Gruden. Yes, no, I know it doesn't happen very often, but my point is, like, if Jim Leland announced he wanted to manage again, who would be a better manager? Jim Leland or Ron Gardner? I mean, that's more debatable.
That's close.
Okay, that's closer than.
Yes.
I mean, with all due respect to Blashill, who we like a great deal, has won one playoff game. One. A single game. Now, part of that's the roster. I understand that. I'm not saying Babcock would do that much better, but what's wrong with improving at a position?
I don't know, because when you have a young team, to me...
I mean, if Jimmy Powers, our boss, came to you and said, we're going to replace Jamie with Jim Rome, and you said, I don't know, I think Jamie's pretty good. No, Jim Rome's like the greatest sports radio host of all time.
Debatable.
Okay. Top 5.
Okay.
He's on Mount Rushmore. How about that? You know?
Don't leave. I don't want to work with Rome.
Okay.
He'll bring in his bodyguard.
You know?
Now Rome and Valenti would be a debate.
Oh, well, that's, they're both in the top 5. That's why.
They're both always aggravating.
Yeah, yes. All right, it is 6:30. When we come back, Heather's got news. Heather?
Grammy nominations are out, and a Detroit native is leading the way.
All right. Heather Park with news coming up next on 97.1 The Ticket.
I'm former Detroit Red Wing Chris Osgood. There's a great new lineup this season. The Chevy family of SUVs, Trax, Equinox, Blazer, and Traverse. Whatever you want in an SUV, they've got it. And we've got Red Wing tickets to give you. Brought to you by 97.1 The Ticket and Chevrolet, official vehicle of the Detroit Red Wings.
Detroit, get ready. Here comes the original Gun and Knife Show. This Saturday and Sunday, the original Detroit Gun and Knife Show comes to the Brownstown Sports Center, 21902 Telegraph Road. Buy, sell, and trade. This Saturday and Sunday, explore rows and rows of dealers and collectors from throughout the Midwest. Gun, rifles, ammo, knives, military equipment, and more. Detroit, get ready. It's the original Detroit Gun and Knife Show. Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 10 to 3 at the Brownstown Sports Center, 21902 Telegraph Road.
I'm Dave Asmar with Hamilton Chevrolet, and we want to be your Chevy dealer. This month, enjoy Black Friday deals all month long. Lease a new 2019 Chevy Trax XLT as low as $169 a month for 24 months, just $999 down and 10,000 miles per year. For details, visit HamiltonChevy.com. Remember, the best deals to be found are at 14 Mile and Mount. Chevrolet, find new roads.
The live show you just have to experience. Zach Brown Band, live. Little bit to the Owl Tour, Spring 2020. With special guest Amos Lee and Pooh Bear and Sasha Sirota. Saturday, March 14th, Little Caesars Arena. Pre-sale for City Card members now through Sunday at 10 p.m. before the general public on sale Monday at noon. Get tickets at ZachBrownBand.com.
Excuse me, Captain. This is your wake-up call from the new TracPhone Wireless.
What's that now?
What if you had to fly this plane while sitting back in the cabin?
I wouldn't have any control.
Well, that's what it's like going with some wireless companies, but TracPhone Wireless gives you control. Get unlimited talk and text on America's best 4G LTE network starting at $20 a month, no contract. Plus, unlimited carryover data with active service.
That's cool, but how'd you get in my cockpit?
This is your wake-up call, people. The new TracPhone Wireless. Now you're in control. Available at major retailers. See terms and conditions at TracPhone.com.
How do smart, hard-working roofing contractors keep jobs running smoothly? They save time with Beacon. The Beacon Pro Plus app features online ordering, automated rebate tracking, and online bill pay. Choose products like high-quality CertainTeed shingles and accessories. Easily find the style, color, and quantity, and let the app do the ordering for you. With Beacon Pro Plus, order 24/7 from anywhere. You work hard. Now work smarter. Download the free app at beaconproplus.com.
chance of showers, and in fact, a very good chance. There's rain coming in today. High of 50 degrees. Pistons lose in Chicago, 109 to 89. Big night for Andre Drummond. He had 6 points. The Red Wings will take on Columbus.
They lost to the Bulls twice.
Yeah. Blake was a minus 26 last night, Stoney. Anyway, Blue Jackets, Red Wings tonight. You can hear that game right here on 97.1. The Ticket at 7 o'clock. Heather Park, news.
Go! I was waiting.
I would never say that.
Yes.
Heather, what's going on in the news?
Well, 2 Detroit police officers were shot on the city's west side last night while they were responding to a home invasion. One of the officers, an 18-year veteran of the force, died from his injuries, and the other is in serious condition. And the suspect is in custody, but he was also struck by gunfire. He's in the hospital now. And Detroit Police Chief James Craig describes the officer that actually passed away as a hero and well-loved in the department.
Solid police officer. Certainly the information I've gotten from his partners, he was loved. I mean, right here today, we had probably in excess of 275 officers that came out to show their support. Very difficult. And unfortunately, I've been to a number of these. This is probably the one where I've seen this number of officers come out and support.
Yeah.
So it was a home break-in. The officers called. They, I guess, cleared out the top floor, and they were going down the stairs when they were shot by the intruder. And it's really tough. You hear James Craig speak there, and all this happened pretty much from last night. I mean, by the time I went to bed, obviously I didn't realize that the officer had died.
I didn't either. I don't know what I was watching. I had the television on, and it was a breaking news alert when it happened.
Yeah.
I heard about it then, and then it went right back to the show. So I didn't hear any updates until this morning when I woke up.
And as of this morning, before we went on the air, they had not identified the police officer yet. They had informed his wife of his passing.
Right.
So it's awful.
Tough day. So the Grammy nominees are out, and Detroit native Lizzo. Jamie, have you figured out who Lizzo is yet?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because for a while there...
Have you figured
For a
out?
while there, you kept asking me, who's Lizzo? Who's Lizzo? And,
But she was born here, but she didn't grow up here, correct?
yeah, but we can still take credit for
yes,
it,
we do,
right?
I guess.
Come on, you still take credit for that. And she's leading the way as the most nominated artist with 8 nominations, including a nod for Best New Artist and Record and Song of the Year. And you guys, that look, it's a really big deal, Jamie, because it's the first time in 15 years that a new artist scored the most nominations. The last time it happened was back in 2004, and it was Kanye West with 10.
Well, how about the Southfield band I Prevail, who got 2 nominations yesterday? They're more legit Michiganders than Lizzo, including Best Rock Album for Trauma and Best Metal Performance for Bow Down.
Well, look at that.
And my friend on my Facebook friend Brian Burkheiser, who is a singer-songwriter at I Prevail.
Nice.
It's impressive.
For them. Forget Lizzo. Plus, doesn't Lizzo steal her lyrics anyway? Isn't that the accusation?
There was some accusation that some writer, said that she took his. Well, I don't even know. Whatever. Come on.
Heather looked so put out right there. She's like, yeah, whatever.
Lizzo's one of us.
Come on. It's exciting. I think it's
I feel like
exciting.
Lizzo's one of us, kind of like the Williams sisters are one of us, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They were born in Saginaw for like a day.
Okay. Well, do you consider Kristen Bell one of us?
Yeah, because she grew up here.
She did. And she, like I just said, another Michigan native, was just honored with a star on the Hollywood's Walk of Fame. So that's very exciting.
Yeah, except
Oh, what?
You gotta pay for that.
Stoney can be on the Walk of Fame. You gotta
No.
buy, yes, you gotta buy a star.
I know they have to pay for it, and I guarantee you it's not probably coming right out of her pocket. I bet somebody is paying for it. But an average Joe can't just go buy a star.
We looked
You
this
still
up one
have to
time, right,
be
Stoney?
a star.
Who was the strangest? I think it was
Jim Gray.
Jim Gray.
Who's that?
He's a sportscaster, and he is a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Really?
Yeah. I think Chris Berman does too, doesn't he?
That I don't know.
Okay.
Well, maybe we could all chip in and get one with the 3 of us on it.
Yes. Yes.
That
Let's
might be
do
more
it.
doable, right?
Let's do it, yes.
shark that was there.
I guess that's the risk you
Are
have
there
to
sharks
take
in the World Cup finals?
when you sign up to be a member of the dive team.
No, I don't think you really sign up to save deer.
I would.
Okay.
That's where you differ from us.
How do push away the person and
Give me
grab
to
the
the deer.
By the way,
Give me to the deer.
What's your take on hunting, by the way?
I'm not a big fan of hunting. I mean, I understand that there's an overpopulation of deer and that it is important to control that population of deer, and the money from hunting goes towards certain things. So I understand it. I'm just not a big fan of hunting. I
If
don't.
Colin said this weekend we're going to go out and
He would never. But no, I wouldn't be a huge fan of it. I don't like seeing everyone's photos. When they get their buck and I don't like that. Don't post it. I don't need to see it. That's all. All right. What's next? Oh, so Michigan State Police say that a man named Simba Lyon was a suspect in a shootout that injured two Monroe police officers Tuesday morning.
Simple Lion?
Yes.
Lion is his last name?
Yes, Simba Lyon.
L-I-O-N or L-Y-O-N?
L-I-O-N, just like the Lion King.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Is that Simba's last name in the Lion King?
Yes,
Oh, nice.
Simba Lion.
Mufasa Lion and
Yes, exactly.
Simba? Okay.
Yeah. Scar Lion, or any, you just go by your species. Yeah.
It's Juniper
Anyway,
Dog.
exactly. Date dog. Got it. Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Basically, I mean, that is the story. The story is the fact that this man is named Simba Lion. I mean, I could go into more details of the
Is that
shooting.
like his actual name?
No, I mean, I think he must have changed his name.
Yeah.
So his actual name is Simba Lion, but there's no way that was his given name, right?
Well, you
It
would
could be
think so.
Simba person.
But if he was born, if his last name was already Lion, like he was like Fred Lion, or his daddy, well, no, I'm just saying. And then when the Lion King came out, I mean, how old is the kid or the guy?
I don't know.
Because Lion King came out what, 25
Oh,
years
no, I
ago,
guess we
something
do
like
know
that.
how old he is. 40.
Oh, so yeah, no, that
He's
changed.
40 years old.
Because there are, people do have the last name L-Y-O-N.
That's true.
Yes. I was trying to explain name changes to my son yesterday because he was asking me about the files ball.
Okay.
And I was talking about Ron Artest, who's now Meta World Peace. And my son could not wrap his head around that. He
Oh,
goes,
really?
What's his name? I said, Meta World. Is his name still Meta World Peace, or is he back to Ron Artest?
I think it's still Meta World Peace.
Was he a big three? He played the big three.
Yes, I believe so.
He came back and played at the LCA, right? Anyway,
You should have him watch the Friends episode
which one?
where they changed their names. Phoebe and her husband.
I don't remember that, where they changed their names.
Consuela Banana Hammock. I don't remember. I don't remember.
So they know those lines.
Maybe you get it then, yeah. So, JetBlue is getting some attention for apparently asking some passengers and parents to name their favorite child. It's one of their options for their security questions to access people's JetBlue account. You know how it's always like,
Yes.
what, the type of your first car, the street you grew up on, and this one says, name of your favorite child.
Really?
And somebody took a screenshot of it and shared it, and now the photo's going viral.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if somebody said that to our program director Jimmy Powers, and we were all of his children, what do you think he would? What do you think his password would be? No.
Why?
Doug.
Oh, yeah, that's, I think maybe I'd just limit the show.
That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah, that'd be Heather for the show.
Yeah.
But I'm saying for
But overall.
everybody for his entire staff. Doug.
Dog.
That's my password.
Yeah,
Doug.
capital D.
For the capital D.
With an exclamation point.
I just
Yes.
took a text, by the way, and I'm not sure what this is referring to, but this would be kind of a catch-all. Jamie, you're such a smug ass. I don't know what that's referring to. What part of the newscast was I smug? Yeah, I'm sure I was smug for part of it. I just don't know exactly.
Anything to do with the Grammys or the
thing.
Walk of Fame?
Smug for the entire thing.
You're going to change your name to Smug.
Damn it.
Smug Samuelson.
Yeah, no, just Jamie Smug. All right, and then Heather, you can give me a mug for Christmas and just say Smug. All right, 97.1.
When it comes to hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need help getting to a short list of qualified candidates fast. And that's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes, set up screener questions, then zero in on qualified candidates using an intuitive online dashboard. When you need to hire fast, accelerate your results with sponsored jobs. New users can try for free
APR 4.18%. Call us at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com to learn more.
Rates subject to change. And 1.75% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. And MLS number 3030.
They're coming from all over Michigan. Don't wait. It's Taylor Ford's Black Friday sales event going on all month long. Terminate your lease up to 12 months early. Plus get huge 2019 model year-end savings. New 2019 Ford Escape 4x4. $149 a month. 24 months, $2,000 down. No security deposit plus taxes and fees. Why wait? More for less at Taylor Ford. At your service. Online. Shop TaylorFord.net. Until 30. Watch weekends at 6:30 on CW50.
Beaumont Football Farm free student art checks for teams 13 to 18 at Fordson High School on Ford Road in Dearborn, Saturday, December 14th, 9 till 4. Sign up at beaumont.org/SHC. Details at 971theticket.com. The station where your opinion matters.
Just a couple of clarifications on the ticket text. Heather was referring to an episode of Friends with Phoebe. Was it Paul Rudd or was it the other guy?
Yes.
Paul Rudd. And they were changed their names to Princess Consuelo Banana Hammock, and her fiance changed his name to Crap Bag.
Crap bag. That's it.
Yes, got a couple of those. And then another ticket text. Jamie's always smug, and it's really annoying. In all caps.
When it's all caps, it means business.
Oh, it's legit.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
not.
So you should definitely team Doug's.
Doug and Smog, yeah, that was Paul's idea.
Yeah, I like that.
Although I do like the idea of Doug just doing a show that's called simply Doug. Coming up at 10 o'clock, Doug. I don't know why, that just has a nice ring to it. All right, every Monday we go out to the University of Michigan and normally talk with head coach Jim Harbaugh. This week we talked with quarterback Shea Patterson. And then they said, hey, while you're here, would you care to talk to one of the most electrifying defensive players in the Big Ten this year, Mr. Cam McGraw? And Stoney and I said,
Sure.
hey, if you're going to bring him by, we'd love to chat with him.
Because we've heard he gets his dulcet tones, too.
The dulcet tones, ladies and gentlemen, of Michigan linebacker Cam McGraw. 97 won the ticket, Jamie and Stoney, and we are joined by Michigan linebacker Cam McGraw. Cam, good to meet you. How you doing?
Great.
I feel like the nation, and especially Michigan fans, have gotten to know you this year from a special teams player last year. What's this year been like to you to go from a special teams guy to now one of the most pivotal players on the defense?
It's been a crazy transition, coming in as a Michael linebacker, but it just took a couple years for me to get back in the saddle. I felt like I was in high school again.
How much fun was Saturday?
It was a very emotional experience, but it was definitely fun because I've been watching that game for 3 or 4 years now, and to finally be in it, just being in that situation, it was great.
Now, this coming week, you get to play in your backyard. Is that game mean more than this game did?
Just a little bit on some levels, because I've been playing those guys since I was, Pee-wee, so, coming from then to now, it's gonna be crazy, just to, talk some crap to them, and, like get in their hands a little bit, so it's definitely gonna be fun.
Just to clarify, Cam's from Indianapolis, played in Bloomington this weekend against Indiana. Indiana obviously does not have a great football tradition. It's a basketball school known as such, but they're really good this year. And they have been a thorn in Michigan's side for the last couple of years. What's it like for you to see the Indiana Hoosiers kind of be not a football power, but be a pretty good football team?
It's definitely good, to see a transition, because every year, like, with all the good teams, like, they're so close, but they, it's not like sometimes, like the fashion part they can't do, but, now that we see them putting, pieces together, and I'm kind of happy that it's coming along now I'm playing now, so, I can definitely, like, put that thorn in their side and
But you know it's all for love, right? He goes nuts.
Yeah, it's all love. You know, he wants the best for everybody. He just wants us to be, you know, like at that level. He knows that we can be at. So yeah, like, you know, like, whenever he screams, just like any coach, whenever he screams, yells, you know, like we always know that it's from the heart and that he wants us to be the best.
What's it been like for a young linebacker like you? You had obviously Devin Bush here last year, graduated. Obviously Cleve Hudson, the Viper. I mean, you've learned from some really. Devin Bush was a legendary Michigan defender, and obviously Cleve's having a terrific year. What's that been like for a player like you?
It's just been a blessing, and you know, just to be around those type of guys that have had, you know, very much success, you know, at the linebacker position, and just being able to learn from them, you know, every day, seeing the film with them every day, it's definitely been a blessing, and I definitely learned a lot, and I think I wouldn't have learned as much at any other school as I have here at the linebacker position.
You practice against your offense all season. Obviously, the offense was struggling early on. Did you guys know that eventually it would click on Saturdays with them by practicing against them?
Yeah, for sure. It was like middle of fall camp. You know, like we were just seeing it. You know, like we were just so close. You know, the same thing with defense. Like we were just so close. You know, just like finding ourselves. And you know, like our offense definitely did that. Yeah, like, you know, like they just started clicking. And you know, like, you know, sadly it took, you know, until Penn State to really find that. But you know, like now that's on. You know, like all we can do is just win these two games and with their season.
Obviously, there's a huge game a week from now, and so as fans and as media types, we're going to look ahead to that. Jim Harbaugh has said here many times that the most important game is this week's game, so I know that's going to be the emphasis this week. Any danger in looking past, not for you, being an Indiana guy, but any danger in looking past this week's game to next week's game?
Yeah, I think it is. Just, you know, just because if you overlook a team, that can be a team that stabs you in the back. You know, so we just got to take it play by play, you know, game by game. And, you know, like eventually, like, you know, we get to Ohio State, but, you know, right now it's Indiana, and that's what we care about.
And Ramsey's a pretty good quarterback. They got great receivers, and Scott runs the ball well, so there's a lot there, right?
Yeah, you know, definitely got some firepower. You know, we got some too. You know, so that's why it's going to be such a fun game.
What was it about Michigan that drew you from Indianapolis? Was it Jim Harbaugh? Was it the program? Was it all the above?
Yeah, really. You know, like I just feel like it was the best combination of academics and athletics. You know, like Coach Brown, you know, grew with football, you know, a defense, you know, up here. You know, like I just feel like it was the best system for me, you know, to do what I, you know, like know that I can do. So yeah, like it was definitely an easy choice once it came to come here and play defense.
So did you grow up a Colts fan, a Pacers fan?
Yeah, I was a Colts fan for a while until Peyton Manning left, and I realized I was a Peyton Manning fan. So
Andrew Luck. I mean, come on.
Yeah, like he came, and then, you know, like we were doing okay, and then it's Peyton Manning all day.
It's funny because I was just thinking about, you know, growing up in Indiana, for guys me and Stoney's age, we're thinking about Bob Knight. Bob Knight was gone before you were probably born.
Yeah, he was.
That's pretty amazing to think about that. Yeah. But I mean, the legacy still lives on, I'm guessing, of Indiana basketball.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, like even in high school, you know, the stands are packed at every high school basketball game. So yeah, we're definitely still a rich basketball.
Did you play basketball?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Football.
Were you the only kid in Indiana?
Low key, yeah.
What if I told you there was a guy who watches Hoosiers, and every time he watches it, not every time, he still keeps score of the game.
Have you seen Hoosiers?
Yeah.
I saw, yeah.
He kept score.
I did it one time. I wanted to see how many Jimmy scored the championship game. I'm not proud of that. Well, listen, it's great meeting you. Good luck on Saturday, and good luck against Ohio State. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
All right, there he is. Cam McGrone joining us here. 97.1 The Ticket.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. A radio.com sports station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Lauri Markkanen and Shaquille Harrison combined for 39 points last night as they lead the Chicago Bulls to a 109-89 victory over the Pistons, who have now lost the season-high 5 straight games. The next chance for Detroit to break that losing skid comes tomorrow night when they square off against the Atlanta Hawks at Little Caesars Arena. The Red Wings return to game action tonight as they head to Columbus for a contest against the Blue Jackets. Coverage starts at 6:40 here on The Ticket. The game planning set to resume for the Lions today as the work continues at Allen Park towards Sunday's game against the Washington Redskins. One day after apologizing to New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft for causing the drama that led to his release, Antonio Brown creates even more more drama as he filed a countersuit yesterday against Brittany Taylor. She's the former personal trainer who is suing Brown for sexual assault. Cleveland Browns defensive back Demarius Randall becomes the second football player this week to confirm for reporters he was the target of death threats this week from fans on social media. In the wake of incidents now involving Randall and Penn State's Sean Clifford, I had a chance to ask WWJ's Charlie Langton, what can the players do legally to have those fans prosecuted?
Being threatened online is very serious, and the police do take this seriously. The problem is trying to identify with certainty who made the threat. And if you can't identify who made the threat, and if it is a legitimate threat that's happening now, then there's no case. Cops can't do anything. And that's a real problem.
Like Clifford, Randall said the threats forced him to leave social media. From the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and radio.com.
Jamie and Stone on 97.1 The Ticket.
Charlie Langton? Yeah, Demarius Randall. Yeah, Demarius Randall, the Cleveland Browns defensive back, got threatened, had death threats this week on Twitter, like Sean Clifford. And so I grabbed Charlie before he went out to do his reporting and just said, hey, look, what can they do legally to prosecute the people who are sending them death threats online? And Charlie said it's just a tangle. It's hard to do.
A tangle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't follow Penn State football as closely as other people do. What exactly did Sean Clifford do to get death threats?
Well, he had like 3 or 4 interceptions against Minnesota, right?
Okay, so he had one bad game.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's enough.
Wow, I didn't realize that was the standard.
Oh, yeah.
I can only imagine what happens to Phil Rivers the other night.
I know.
Right? I mean, my God.
It's the fan base that part of it. See, this is the fan base that put into us and that's been jumping to the fan base. That's what I got to say about that.
When I defended Paterno, I didn't defend the same last game. That's true.
All right, Pistons, Stoney, last night went to Chicago, at least in body, maybe not in mind.
Yeah, they
They
lost
were
by
defeated by 20.
20 points, shooting 24% from three-point range.
How about from the floor?
Like 30-some percent.
33.7%.
Okay. Meanwhile, Chicago
That's
shot,
hot.
52% from three. Blake Griffin, 4 for 15. He's still, getting his legs back, whatever. Andre Drummond, great game, 6 for 14. He had 6 points, 14 rebounds. Great. All right, here's the deal with the Pistons, okay? And I understand that there's not a lot of passion for the Pistons. The previous few years, they've been getting off to decent starts and getting people interested, and then they screw up at the end or whatever way you wanted them to go. This year seems to be the opposite. They're 4-10. They're horrible, except for Derrick Rose. There's no excitement. Even Blake is kind of a shell of himself right now because of the injury. They're 4-10, like I said. Who have they beaten, Jamie? The Pacers twice, the Knicks and the Nets, who have a combined record of 18-29. The Pistons have had an easy schedule. Which is the tougher conference in the NBA by far? The West. The Pistons have played one game against the West, a home game against Minnesota where they lost. The hard part's not even here yet, and they're getting blown out or losing to, not blown out every night, but they're losing to bad teams. You know what? They're a bad team, and if they can't turn this around by, I don't know, the middle of December, just blow it up. Trade Drummond for whatever you can get. I know you got to. There's salaries involved. I mean, I don't care. Trade him, Blake, whatever. There's guys who have expiring contracts. Paul Millsap, Batum to Charlotte, even Hassan Whiteside. Trade one of them to Portland, and just start all over. It's not working. This is what we said last year. We said it the year before. That's why we didn't like the Blake trade. It's not working. Why can't we have to be in position to somehow get a really good draft choice? I don't know, like Dallas did with Luka Doncic. I mean, it's incredible.
Well, if they get in that position, they actually have to make the right draft pick as well. I mean, the Stoney app, which we joke about, they have missed out on players who are legitimate NBA All-Stars.
Correct.
In favor of guys who are not, or who haven't played to that level yet.
Yeah.
Stoney, I don't...
And yesterday, Jamie, it was an effort thing once again. I mean, I didn't see the game you did. You thought they looked completely uninterested. They had, the last game they played was Friday night. They said they had 4 days off, and that's what happened?
Right.
We Dwayne Casey. We thought he was a good job. Some of this has to be on him. He ain't getting the effort.
Right.
Stan could be coaching this team right now. They're not giving effort every night.
John Kuster could be coaching this team right now.
I know.
mean, honestly, they're terrible. And
Blow it up and start it all over.
Right, and I don't know how a guy, and this is, you take a look at Andre Drummond, and maybe we have over the years been too hard on Andre Drummond for a guy who has been a league leader in rebounds. He's a two-time All-Star.
He started off the season
He's
really
a
good.
fine player, but
Yes.
he has just never been a player who, is a star.
He's not a leader.
Well, he's not a leader, but he's also not a guy who I think the young kids go, oh, I want to go see Drummond. Or, if they're doing those promos on ESPN,